Someone once said I couldn't change my world. My answer was no. I can and I will change my world. I can succeed. Besides, I had this burning desire in me that made me know that I can do it. The word impossible itself says I'm possible.
Oh yes, time is limited for us to be living someone else's life. Life is about making an impact, not making an income. So, you and I have a role to play in making Lagos State and indeed Nigeria a prosperous nation.
So, let the story begin.
Funto and Collins are two positive agents of change of a generation, poised to champion the cause for a new, resourceful and reliable nation, Nigeria. Heavens know that the visionary magnanimity of the Lagos State Technical and Vocational Education Board, LASVEB, using practical techniques as a skill-based economic drive for national development is a timely intervention. It will be recalled that LASVEB came into being through the VIDE Law No. 12 of 2009, but on the 3rd of May 2010, it became functional as a viable educational agency of government.
This is the only program I think I would say whereby we don't circulate forms through what I would say the normal traditional routes of getting forms to people in their homes, either through a traditional ruler or through a big man. No. Level playing field, everybody go to the website, complete the form, get into our database, you have your name in the database. At the appropriate time, we'll invite you for the training, and the selection process is quite intensive. You come in first, you do some written exam, you do some oral.
I wanted to learn a skill besides my formal education. I felt a skill will also help me. First, if I couldn't get a job on time, I could do something else and I could make some money for myself. Besides, I had interests in beauty and skincare, and well, that wasn't taught in the school that I attended. So I decided to search for an avenue for that. I went on the internet and I kept on searching. I came across LASVEB program. I wasn't 100% sure of what it was, so I called up a couple of people who had information and they explained it to me. So I decided to join up.
My own was born out of a passion for technology. And secondly, my parents were not financially capable for other expensive institutions. So the only available alternative for me was LASVEB, which is the technical college. And that was it. Initially, it was like a kind of, okay, we don't have an option. But as time goes on, it became part of me.
I got an appointment at Spiderline Nigerian Company Limited as a typist. At the long run, someone dies and my company decides that they will not employ somebody from outside. And they now decide that I should go for 3 weeks training on site supervision. During that project, I have intentions of how can I move forward with this professional. I decided to establish a block industry. And this block industry, I feel that if I'm doing this work and I have a client or a customer who is going to ask me what this building is all about, whereby I cannot be able to defend my professional. So I decided to go back to the technical college. And that is how I was enrolled in the Department of Block Laying and Concrete at Ikotun.
In contrary with the erroneous public impression that vocational and technical education is for those who are incapable of pursuing their academic programs. The conviction of the agency in this regard has grown over the years in developing the informal sector of the economy. At present, LASVEB's focal length is driving of the enhancement of vocational and technical education as a vital tool to equipping public secondary school students in Lagos State as key agents of economic advancement now and in future times. Undoubtedly, this drive would further appreciate human capacity development, industrialization, and environmental appreciation as a matter of personal freedom and reliable empowerment strategy. Strengthened by the visionary Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Mr. Akinwumi Ambode FCA, there is light at the end of the tunnel. During the 3rd annual Lagos State Enterprise Day, proudly organized by LASVEB, the governor was quoted to have said, beginning of quote, "Administration is committed to promoting and encouraging the acquisition of technical and vocational education as major instrument for youth empowerment, job, and wealth creation." The newly created Ministry of Employment and Wealth Creation is in fulfillment of our electoral promise to make life better for Lagosians. End of quote. This is a vibrant projection into the future, a clear vision with reality of purpose and strong conviction in the projects tagged Itesiwaju Eko Lo Jewa Logun. Apart from developing the state economy, technical and vocational education would also promote individual creativity, improved participation in Nigeria's socio-economic and ecological development overall. This was the attestation of resourceful brands and positive agents of change LASVEB has turned out in the past years. Led by Funto and Collins, these inspiring characters have aligned with the resolve to move Nigeria from a mere consuming economy to a producing economy.
Personally, for me, I have always been passionate about electronics, and going to technical school to improve on that was a very good experience for me, because it's like, okay, you have this idea and you go to an institution that will teach you and train you the practical aspect of the idea. So the both aspects combined together has made me who I am today, and for me, it's a no regret. It was the best experience.
It was good. It was really good. It was a lot better than I expected, because normally when people think about artisans and that kind of training, you think of something very crude and rudimentary. It wasn't like that at all. It was better than I thought. And we were trained in 2 sections. The first section was management training, business training, so to speak. Before we got down to brass tacks, we were taught how to deal with your clients, how to present yourself properly in terms of business. So that really, really helped. I wasn't expecting that angle at all, and that helped me a lot in business.
It was when I faced my certain challenges about my life. I lost my husband then, so I was depressed. I couldn't know where to go. Well, later I realized that life must continue. I later went to Government Technical College to train as catering and hotel management.
Since it has been debunked at different fora that technical and vocational education is for dropouts and the unintelligent ones, it is most necessary for a progression-minded and result-oriented government to prepare its tomorrow's leaders for the technical and economic challenges of tomorrow now. Funto and Collins dreamt of their today, yesterday. Today, their creativity and passion for their professional skills have distinguished them, and they are being celebrated by all. For the young folk, if these inspiring characters can achieve it, you out there can also turn Nigeria's dwindling economy to one of the best economies of the world.
I have taken the stuff that I've learned and I've added to it. I've taken it a step ahead. I've done more than what I was taught, because after the training, I've also tried to seek knowledge in other ways too. I've improved myself, and I've started to use the principles that I was taught then to, well, make money.
I have become somebody through what I learned from technical college, so I want to give back to the society through what I have learned by empowering the youths of technical colleges.
The search has begun. The Akinwumi Ambode administration through LASVEP has positioned its interest in the inclusive learning on technical and vocational education in about 700 public junior and secondary schools in the state. It is imperative for parents and guardians to encourage their wards to embrace and actively involve themselves in the developmental projection into the future. Eschew violence and other social vices while you embrace technical and vocational skill acquisition program now. It is crystal clear that technical and vocational education is the future of a prosperous city-state like Lagos. It is the future of Nigeria, and you are the assets of the future's new world.
I want them to take vocational education to their career. That will enable them to sustain their life. Because I couldn't believe the situation I am today. I couldn't believe that it was a technical trainee that will enable me to go to the higher level.
The way Nigeria is, without technical education, there's no way forward. And that's the reason why if a school start told us, go to university or go to college of education or go to polytechnic without pass through the technical college, it cannot become an achiever.
I believe in the power of your hands. You can do a lot of things with your hands. So if you empower yourself and you have a skill, you will do a lot, a whole lot. You need it.
Fellow Lagosians, don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. For sure, it's a Siwaju Eko lo Jewa Logun.